Well, good afternoon, folks. Nick Weig here with you, jumping online as quick as I can here, as we do have tornado warnings that were in effect for the Quad Cities area, now north of there, as well as a tornado warning just over the river in Illinois. We are getting our systems up. That is not the radar. I am pulling that up right now for you. We'll get zoomed in on that. We also have a flash flood warning in effect for the Muscatine area. We're tracking that as well. I'm going to make sure all of our settings here are correct because I don't think we're displaying everything. Okay, we do have everything up and running now, so just bear with me here a moment. Get the radar back up for you. You can see not looking particularly strong. This is very close to the radar, however, but I believe we're going to pull it up here for you. I believe this is a radar indicated tornado. As of this last update was from 15 minutes ago. There's not been any updates, so much of this information is out of date, but it was radar indicated. This was not a confirmed tornado on the ground. So I apologize for getting such a late start here. We're still getting our systems online here, but I wanted to make sure that we had the radar up and running for you. I'm just fixing some coding here on our ticker. Okay. There we go. Okay, so again, we do have a flash flood warning also in effect. I do not see much with this tornado warning. This may have been a storm that popped up and produced some brief rotation, and obviously out of an abundance of caution because this is a heavily traveled area in eastern Iowa along I-80 and the Walcott truck stop rather. Switching over to velocity, we're going to see, we can see a little bit. This is, you can see how insanely close to the radar this is. So having a little more trouble getting some better scans on this. We're going to try and switch over here to the split view so you can see, whoops, don't need two views of the same thing, do we? There we go. So we'll take a look again. This tornado warning right now does cover the area of Long Grove and Dixon. If there's any rotation, it appears to be broad heading towards the Grand Mound Calamus area. This is along Highway 30 in eastern Iowa, just west of DeWitt. Not sure what the Weather Service is going to do with this warning. We're waiting to hear what they plan to do at least. We do also have a severe thunderstorm warning that remains in effect for the Davenport metro area as well as the greater Quad Cities area. Just over here, we have a tornado warning now in effect. This includes Geneseo in Illinois, over towards just outside of East Moline. Going to take a quick look. It looks like we have a new tornado warning here. This is along I-80 in Illinois. See if we can see what the radar is seeing here. Yeah, you can see some embedded potential rotation in these storms. Nothing terribly organized. We'll take a look at this warning here. This is, again, a radar indicated for Eastern Henry and Western Bureau in Illinois, just across the border. For now, we do still have a tornado warning in effect. This is for northwestern Scott, southwestern Clinton. We do have, this again was radar indicated. No reports of a tornado. We're going to keep checking on that. We're not seeing any reports coming into the radar. I can tell you it has been raining all night here in Marion in eastern Iowa, and it's been raining most of the day. We do have thunderstorms again that have just developed as part of this new development, now greatly impacting the Quad Cities area. Flash flood warning is in effect for Muscatine and Rock Island County in eastern Iowa and western Illinois. Several inches of rain has been falling over the last 24 hours across a huge area. We're going to go ahead and zoom out here. You can see some more organized severe thunderstorms to the south near Springfield. That's a little bit out of the radar range. We'll go ahead and take a look, though. But yeah, you can see a much more pronounced signature on these storms far south of Iowa. Not really seeing much though on the scans. Let's go back to Iowa now. Again, this is just impacting the Quad Cities area. We do have a special weather statement for the Cedar Rapids Metro. That is for thunderstorms that have been moving through this region. You can see these this line of thunderstorms kind of popping up, producing some rumbles of thunder here in the greater Cedar Rapids metro. Also developing further to the south along I-80 just west of Iowa City. Additional development in the Solon area east of Coralville Lake. Right now, the concern, you see the tornado warning for Clinton and Scott County has been canceled. It's been canceled just a little bit early, it appears. And we do still have a severe thunderstorm warning. Right now, the primary threat appears to be large wind gusts, as well as the potential for some non-severe hail as well. And you can see on our map here on the screen, we do have the tornado warning. That has actually expired. I'm going to see if I can get that off of there for you. That should pop off here in a little bit. So that tornado warning has been canceled for Muscatine and Scott counties. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Actually, I believe that has now expired as well. No warnings now in effect here in Iowa, with the exception of the flash flood warning for Muscatine. But we do have tornado warnings remaining in effect now just across the river for Geneseo and Sheffield. Again, these are radar indicated rotation. There has been no confirmed reports of a tornado. We're going to do some digging to see. Looks like a tornado watch has been issued for that part of Illinois just across the border. That does not include Iowa, as the bulk of this system will be pushing off to the east. We're just kind of getting the initial development here. Obviously, we'll be watching for any signs of strengthening, like what we saw yesterday, is we saw storms pulsing up and then really dying down quickly. But while they were strong, they were producing a lot of hail in cases close to 3 inches in diameter. Osceola, I believe, was hit particularly hard. But again, right now, these severe thunderstorm warnings have expired. I apologize, they're not getting out of the ticker just yet. We're going to see if we can get that fixed. That should expire here momentarily. But we do still have the flash flood warning that's in effect. This is for largely Muscatine County, right along the Mississippi River. Doppler radar indicated the storms that had just moved across that area about 20 minutes ago had dumped 2 to 3 inches of rain. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Now, all of these rivers and creeks across Iowa are already overloaded. Several inches of rain already falling. I believe we were over the 2-inch mark here in Marion. Also looking to see if there's any reports to coincide with the warnings that we've seen from these storms this afternoon. We're going to check our feeds here and see what we can find. No, there was, I obviously missed the mesoscale discussion. They've opted against including Iowa in this tornado watch. The main threat now, they believe, will be flash flooding. That's what they're concerned about for areas south and east of Cedar Rapids. Here in eastern Iowa, a flash flooding event could occur. I'm going to pop off the radar here real quick. Let's go back to our HER model. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. The 18Z has started coming in. You can see it's kind of got a basic shape of the current storms now across eastern Iowa and western Illinois. And there you see it expects storms to continue. We could get a break early this evening, and then there you go, more development. This is at 11 o'clock, or excuse me, this is overnight. This will be around 5 or 6 in the morning, I believe. Yes. So we'll have more storms in the area this morning, or tomorrow morning rather, and that could aggravate the ongoing flooding issues or flash flooding issues that may be taking place across the area. The bulk of the energy moving off to the east, so the severe weather threat is very low right now for eastern Iowa. We saw those brief tornado warnings and thunderstorm warnings. They were concerned about some strong wind gusts and some radar indicated rotation. That has at least appeared to subside for now. Let's go back to the live radar so you can get a look at what we're seeing right now. Those storms that produced the severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings has weakened somewhat, but still very heavy rain and intense lightning in these storms. We do have development over here in the Cedar Rapids area, dragging down south to I-80 near Tiffin in western Johnson County. These storms are not severe. They did issue a brief statement on these storms about funnel clouds and possibly weak, brief tornadoes here in the Cedar Rapids metro. Now, why would they not be warning about that? Well, basically, these storms don't have a lot of energy to play with right now. There's not a lot of fuel in the atmosphere because we've just been getting dumped on with rain for quite a while now, and they are still capable of perhaps producing a weak spin up just because of the dynamics in the atmosphere. We're kind of on the backside and everything's rotating around the storm center. So that is likely what has led to this call for a possible funnel in the Cedar Rapids metro area, but not serious enough for them to decide to issue any kind of warning with these storms. I'll go ahead and take a quick look here. I don't expect to see much in the way of rotation. Very, very weak, obviously, as there's just not a whole lot there. These storms, I'm going to go ahead and put a loop on this for you. These storms have just been kind of popping up as they go. So you see a little bit of organization here, but really nothing that's going to get going. There's just really not much left for them to tap into here, as the concern is now spreading to our south and east. Again, there you see the tornado warning still in effect just across the river in Illinois. These are both radar indicated. There have been no reports as of yet of tornado touchdowns anywhere in this area, but they are concerned as those warnings do remain in effect until this one until 3:15, this one as well until 3:15 this afternoon. Fortunately, it looks like the threat for severe weather in Iowa is largely over. I'm going to go ahead and see if we have another look at what's going on here tonight. We do have the 18Z just coming in from the NAM, but very, very early, obviously, not really waiting. We're waiting for more frames on that to come in. So we'll go back to the radar now. Put a loop on this to kind of give you an idea of the motion we're seeing. And you can see how it over the Quad Cities area, it's kind of wrapping around. It's moving northeast, but the structure is also being pulled to the northwest, and that may be playing a role in why there was some brief circulation in the atmosphere that had the Weather Service office in the Quad Cities concerned with this storm. But again, no warnings in effect right now. Again, we do still have the flash flood warning that's in effect for the Muscatine area. That will likely remain in effect for some time now. That is in effect until 7:30, I believe, or 8:30. 8:30 tonight. That flash flood warning remains in effect. Again, the main severe weather threat is going to stay to our south and east tonight, but we do expect more development across eastern Iowa that could produce more heavy rain, something a lot of areas saw. I'm going to go ahead and see if we do have a look at the rain that has fallen. This is from the Quad Cities. We're going to take a quick look at this. You can see broad 2 to 3 inches of rain falling. This is over Benton, Tama, Iowa County over here, as well as Poweshiek County. Quad Cities, as you can see, look at where that flash flood warning is. Already 4 to 5 inches of rain falling over the last 24 hours. Obviously, a lot of rain to fall. Fortunately, though, it is in an area where all of that will move downstream on the Mississippi. Cedar Rapids, we saw over 2 inches as well. And then as you got closer to the Quad Cities with the storms that have developed this afternoon, their storm totals have gone up. We did have a lot of heavy rain in central Iowa yesterday. We'll go ahead and take a look at this. Areas in far southern Iowa seeing upwards of over 5 inches of rain just west of Lamoni. A terrific amount of rain falling in that area. We'll go ahead and go back to the live radar now. You can see we still have the tornado warnings to our east that are in effect. Those remain just radar indicated. We do see some strengthening now in the storm that was tornado and severe thunderstorm warned. This is now in Clinton County along Highway 61 just north of DeWitt. But again, no indications right now of any potential circulation embedded within that storm. If there is, it's very broad, very weak. So not much of a concern with that storm right now. However, we are keeping an eye on it just north of DeWitt as it's heading into Jackson County, Maquoketa, and then ultimately, if it gets that far north, the Dubuque area in Dubuque County. We do have a line of storms developing to our south. This is going to be the outbreak for the day. We have the tornado warning that's in effect right now for Sheffield. They have quite the. Got to switch radars here. There we go. You can see a much more organized, powerful storm there to our south. Switching over to velocity scans, not seeing a whole lot there. There you see a little bit of mixing happening around Springfield on the north side of Springfield, but nothing terribly organized or strong. Possibly capable of producing a wall cloud, but certainly indications there that this cell could produce a tornado sometime soon if it becomes more organized. Further to the north, back towards us, we do have the large severe thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of western and central Illinois. Our tornado warnings in effect just across the river in western Illinois. Again, all of these radar indicated no reports at this hour of any tornadoes in the area. Don't anticipate that we will be on for terribly long, as these systems appear to be subsiding, at least for us. The bulk of the energy and the bulk of the concern is certainly going to be to our south. We have another large tornado watch in effect from Arkansas all the way to West Virginia tonight. We already have multiple tornado warnings down to the south near Memphis. We'll take a look at this cell. You can see the cell kind of getting out ahead of the line. Take a look at what it's doing, and a little bit of rotation there that could be of concern. Yeah, definitely some rotation in that storm heading towards the greater Memphis area that could ultimately produce a tornado. The only other tornado warning out there right now is off in Tennessee. We'll go ahead and zoom in on that for you. And yeah, you can see this is probably the most organized rotation we've seen so far in any of these storms today. So this certainly is being closely watched in the Fayetteville area right now. But I believe, as of this hour, those are the only tornado warnings in effect right now. We have the 3 in Illinois that remain in effect. Right now, no confirmed tornadoes that I can see. We do have a confirmed tornado on this storm down here near Springfield. This is now a confirmed tornado. The tornado is located near Curran, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. No word on the intensity or where that may be headed. Let's take a look at the Curran area. There you go, right at the edge of the tornado warning. You can see that is where this, lost my scan here. There we go. A very, very tight, organized cell here. And obviously, it is quite muddled on the radar, but definitely areas of circulation in there where that tornado could be on the ground as it's passing over Springfield right now. Not really getting any specific signatures of potential debris in that area of Springfield in Illinois. The cell has already moved out of much of the metro area as it is moving to the northeast. Right now, Riverton, Spalding, Dawson, Buffalo Heart, Cornland, all of these areas should be seeking shelter right now. Back here in Iowa, very quiet. Flash flood warning again in effect for areas of Muscatine County along the Mississippi River. They've had upwards of nearly 6 inches of rain there over the last 24 hours, including several inches just within the last hour or two. Tornado warnings for Geneseo over in western Illinois. Again, these remain radar indicated at this hour. The only confirmed tornado that's touched down is down near Springfield, Illinois. And I believe they've switched this back to radar indicated. So if there was a tornado, it does not appear to be on the ground. Excuse me, does not appear to be on the ground right now. That's good news. But again, potential for large hail and more spin ups as this storm continues to move to the northeast. So I think that's going to about do it for us as everything is moving out of Iowa's way. I'll go ahead and leave the radar up for a while. If you know people in the Illinois area that may be concerned about these storms, feel free to share the link, like, and subscribe, and we'll keep posting these as the weather keeps happening.